Hey everybody, how's it going? So, this is going to be day 5. I missed day 4 because I was doing board repair until about 3 or 4 in the morning yesterday. So I didn't have time to come over here and do the day 4 stream. So I'm putting a lot more time into just churning through repairs than I was before. So let's take a look at what's going on in here. I'll just turn on the light on my bike so I can see what the hell's going. Here we go. So this is looks like new electrical panel. So this is going to be my lease commencement date. I was told that my lease commencement date is officially yesterday. My lease agreement was that the lease commences at the point that they get rid of the front office and they install 200 amp electrical service. And at this point, they have fulfilled their end of the bargain, which means that every day from here on in, for the next month and a half, the first 3 months actually, the first 3 months is half rent, and then after that it's normal rent. So for the next 3 months, starting yesterday, $200 a day is coming out of my pockets, and after that, $400 a day after those 3 months. So now is going to be where I become a little bit more of a customer, because this is not the pre-rent period. This is where it's coming out of my pocket every day. So let's see what it is they did over the past 2 days since I missed I believe I missed yesterday's stream. So the first thing that I noticed walking by here is that where all these wires and junk were open and where the wall was open, that appears to be covered up. You know, you still got some junk over here that could use some patching and whatnot. I imagine there's no point in patching that up until the floor is done. But that is done all the way around there. So that looks pretty good. This is the start of that being patched up. Very nice. So you don't have wires just dangling out of the ceiling anymore. I appreciate that. And you can see that there is sheetrock over here. Here we go. Sheetrock brands, ultra lightweight gypsum panel, fire code, eco blueprint, and it has little hearts on it, which is how you know it's good construction material. You've also got this heavy-duty scaffold thing over here, this 750-pound thing. On it is some metal stuff, some wood stuff, some cardboard stuff, some broken stuff, and contractor bags and a spool of what looks like white paper. I don't know what I'm doing with construction stuff. Now, suppose when it comes to micromanaging, the thing I'm going to be most concerned with, the key performance indicator here, is clearly going to be the Pepsi. So last time I was here, it looked like the Pepsi was drank right up to where it says calories. And if I take a look at it now, it looks like that is not been drank at all. It's still right up to calories, which means they're probably not working and need to be fired. Who in God's name buys a full liter of Pepsi, 2 liters of Pepsi, and doesn't drink it? I don't get it. Boggles the mind. So that's how you can obviously tell that I hired a lazy contractor. They're not drinking their Pepsi. So let's take a look and see if there's anything different here. There's this metal thing on the floor over here. It seems like they got rid of a lot of the junk that was along the wall. There's now a bunch of nails on the floor over there. And that's all the crap that has to be thrown away, I imagine, all the wooden board rubbish where the print shop was storing stuff. This is the office. I forgot to turn it on in the panel. I guess they moved where this light switch is in the new panel, because I used to turn it all on with the switches I turned, and now it doesn't. This is obviously going to need acoustic panels. So this is with the mic 1 inch from my mouth. This is 8 inches from my mouth. This is a foot from my mouth. And this is arm's length from my mouth. So when the shotgun microphone is pointing at me, but simply an arm's length away from my mouth, it sounds like this. And this is if I point the mic up and start talking. If I point the mic up and start talking, you probably can't even hear me at all. Early reflections, they're absolutely disgusting. So, now, I'm going to be posting more videos, or streams, I should say, to the live random channel. It should be in the links on my main channel when it says related channels or something. I can't give you a URL. YouTube hasn't allowed me to make a custom URL for that channel yet, because with this one, it's youtube.com/Rossmann group. But the other one, it's youtube.com/ 50 ASCII characters. I'm never going to remember. A lot of people have said that, you're working too much, you're putting too much time in, take a break, take a vacation, you've earned a vacation. And I have to push back against that a little bit. And I also want to clarify something when it comes to the concept behind working long hours or not sleeping. It's not that people should take pride in working long hours or not sleeping. I remember seeing this, whether it's in the young business people community or even just hip-hop rap music world community. You'll see on Instagram all these people like, Team No Sleep, we don't sleep, we get it done. And I don't think that not sleeping or abusing your health, I don't think that not sleeping or working long hours is something to be proud of. I think what you should be proud of are your accomplishments. What have you created? How have you changed somebody else's life? How have you changed the lives of multiple people? What have you built that is worthwhile? I don't mean just like building a statue or something. I mean building something that actively helps people in their lives on a regular basis. How are you taking whatever it is in your little industry forward? And if I'm able to do that, and I can see that the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow is right by that radiator, it would be fairly foolish of me to not walk over to that radiator, even if it's a pain in the ass to walk through. Maybe it's, some quicksand or something that it's really hard to go through. It would be kind of foolish to not walk through and just pick up the pot. And so if you don't have that in mind, if you don't have that mission and purpose, if you don't know what it is you're working towards, you're just putting in 12 hours or 16 hours a day of work and not sleeping because you think that makes you conscientious, you think that makes you better. Yeah, that's silly, but if you see the pot of gold is right there, I would suggest walking over to it if you have the opportunity and it's not going to hurt you in any way. And in my case, I'm standing in the pot of gold. It's right here. It's not like there's no pot of gold there. I have a business that's been going for about 10 or 11 years, and this is probably more space than any repair shop I've ever seen in the 20-mile radius has. I've never seen a repair shop with this much space in New York City. This is like 2,250 square feet. That's crazy. This has the potential to be one of the nicest repair shops that you'll ever see. And there's a lot of stuff that we do really, really well. We've got a really unique thing going here. But I don't have the time to do a lot of the jobs that I would like to do. And the reason I don't have time is because there's not enough people. The reason there's not enough people is because there's no space for more people. So this could very easily solve so many of the problems that I have. And this could be the best repair shop in the state that does what we do. Maybe in the country, who knows? We could build it into something amazing that does so much more than it already has, that educates so more than it already has, that helps so many more people than it already has, that employs so many more people than it already has. But it means that I got to put the work in. And I have two choices. The ghetto way to do this place was about 70 to 90K. The nice way was like 150 to 200 around there. And I have, about 50, 60,000 short of doing it the crappy way. So I could either go, well, I tried, but that wasn't available. I tried, but I couldn't make the financing. I applied, but what are you supposed to do? I tried. Or you can actually put in the effort. And this is, when you look in the mirror what it is you should be doing or what it is that you need to do to get where you want to go. And most people, they just don't want to do it. And in my case, I realized that, the lower end tickets we do, 150 to 200, the higher end tickets are 400 to 500, with an average price of $300. If I have a 50 or 60K shortfall and I work on additional 5 to 6 tickets a day, that's about an additional $1,800 to $2,100 a day. You put that over 30 days and what do you get? You get the additional $60,000 that's required to do what I want to do. And it's not like this is for some lofty, faraway thing that I haven't really thought through. It's for a goal that I'm literally standing in. I don't take pride in not sleeping. I don't take pride in 16-hour days. I take pride in being able to say that thousands of people have learned from this YouTube channel. I take pride in being able to say that Drive Savers wanted $20,000 to fix this guy's clicking drive, and we did it for $900 in less time. I take pride when somebody shows up and says that I have this presentation due in 3 hours and this thing just died and we're the only place that's able to make that thing work again with that presentation, not the presentation on yesterday's backup work, within their timeline. And that's why I'm putting the work in that I'm putting in, because I realize that this month is going to suck. I'm probably going to be, if you watch and pay attention to the live channel, I'm probably going to be there until 3 or 5 in the morning for the next 30 days without taking a day off. But at the end of it, I'm going to be able to walk into a store that is absolutely amazing, and I'm not going to have to complain about not having space anymore. I'm not going to have that excuse of there's no time or space to do this thing I'd like to do. I'm not going to have to, suck my stomach in as I'm walking towards the office so that I don't bump into Steve while he's doing a data recovery. That's this close. And when you have it that close, in my opinion, at least from my perspective, it would be foolish to not put in the work and effort to grab that little once in a lifetime opportunity. Because it's not like I got a space that's too expensive. this is cheaper than this is cheaper than what people in Brooklyn and Williamsburg were paying for real estate, not even Manhattan, 8 or 9 years ago. It's not like I don't have the business or the brand name to build this and attract customers to a place that we can, get real work done. All that's there. Everything is lined up. I got one problem. So am I going to say, well, I could have done it, but I didn't make my goal. This was possible, but I wasn't able to convince that loan officer. Or am I just going to put in the fucking work and do it? I think the latter is much better. I'm not going to take pride in not sleeping. I'm not going to take pride in working 16 hours a day. But I will take pride in the end result, because that's what the point of this. In a few months, years down the line, I'm going to look back on this and go, yep, that was absolutely worth it, 100% worth it. Every time I've had to do this in the past, besides the one time I had to do it on the failed business, it was worth it. And I look back on it and I go, you know what? I stayed up until 4 in the morning to do that. I'm not proud of that, but I'm proud of the result that came at the end of it. And that's about that. I've been rambling now for about 11 minutes into a camera. Probably boring. So check me out on the Louis Rossmann Live Random channel if you want to see the board repair stuff. I'm likely going to have no time to do any sort of editing of any of this stuff until probably the end of the month. Very unlikely that I have time to edit any of this stuff. A lot of people have suggested that I put up some sort of time-lapse camera here. I'd have to figure out where to put it, how to get electricity to it. I'd have to buy a camera to put in here. Honestly, Paul, Steve, and I all think it would be really cool to do. And all of us agreed unanimously within a microsecond that there's absolutely no fucking time to do that. If we're going to be messing with the electrical panel, I don't know if that plug is going to work. If I plug a camera in there, I got to find a place to put it. I got to probably hook up some mount into the ceiling. I got to buy a mount that's proper. All that's don't get me wrong, it would be really cool to do that. But that's the kind of thing, again, when you have like a full-time video editor / stream assistant or something. Yeah, but this is pretty much us all rubbing sticks together. So that's probably not going to happen. But I would like to take a 5 minutes out of my day, either on the way home or if I'm coming back from the gym or something, to just give you an idea of what the place looks like. I'd like to at least be able to give a daily update on how this place looks. If not, maybe bi-daily or quad daily. I don't know. I'm going to try to do a daily one. So this is about it. This is. So for the last 2 days, it honestly seems like the only thing that got done was the sheet. I guess they bought sheetrock and they covered up a bunch of crap that was over here and over there. And they got this thing. And that's that. So I'm going to end this video, go back to work, and stream some board repair. And I hope to see you over on the Louis Rossmann Live Random channel, where we live stream board repair, and you get to watch me lose my mind into the wee hours of the morning. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I wonder if that's why there's mice. I can't blame them for that. One of the things here, the other thing is that I haven't picked up my mail because I keep forgetting to bring gloves with me. But I keep compounding the problem. I mean, real, cleaning gloves, not my normal gloves. Because they keep pooping over here. There's mice here, and they keep pooping on the ledge. And they're pooping on my mail, because the mail gets put over there. So I have all the papers from my new company just sitting there. The insurance documents, the documents that prove that this is actually a business, IRS documents and all that. And I just haven't picked them up yet because I don't want to touch mouse poop. Ew. I spent Thanksgiving cleaning mouse poop for about 7 hours out of my office because of this one little jackass mouse. We caught him, we let him outside, and then apparently 2 more mice came into the mouse traps. Another mouse got stuck in Kevin's garbage pail, and at that point I decided to bring Oreo the exterminator. So he's doing an excellent job in my office. He's got a nice little home there. He really seems to have taken to Hannah and Paul. He loves Hannah and he loves Paul. They're playing with him, and he's enjoying that. He also enjoys batting at Steve's SATA cables. I really like if Steve attaches a SATA cable to a hard drive, it's okay. But if Steve leaves the SATA cable plugged into the computer but hanging out the side of it, Oreo is intent on ripping it out. And just, politely reminding Steve that he has a drive to be doing data recovery on if he has a free SATA port and not to be lazy. And I guess that's Oreo's way of reminding Steve to finish his Pepsi. So that's it for today. I'll see you in the next video, and as always, hope you learned something. Bye.